Today I'm going to share with you how I achieved these styles from start to finish. So definitely stay around to the end. I started off with freshly washed hair and I blew dry my hair. Now, as you know, my hair is very coily, the edges and the ends of my hair. So again, my goal is just to get my roots as straight as possible, as well as my ends, so that it's easier to hide my hair when I'm braiding it. Now, I'm not so good at this process at all. I used to have a comb that used to have an attachment. However, I lost it, and it was by Pro Baby Bliss. I miss it. It's been lost probably a few months after I purchased it, yet I still have the flat iron. And of course, they don't sell the accessory separately, so you have to buy the whole flat iron over again. And there are other awesome things on the market. However, trying to find the right thing for my length of hair, because the other items that are larger, it'll be bulky and you won't be able to get to the root the way I'd want to. And I want to maintain as much hair as possible, so I try not to put too much strain on my hair. Usually, I just let my hair air dry. But this time, I am trying to achieve a better result to the best of my ability. So that's what I'm working with. The goal was to do the crochet method cornrows, where I first saw this YouTube tutorial by Janet Collection. Please forgive me, Queen, for saying your name wrong. She's dope. I was first inspired to try these new hairstyles on my 4B4C short hair TWA, and she's done amazing things. And I'm like, you know what? Well, let me try it. And I love doing my hair anyway. And so I was supposed to crochet some hair into my middle braid on both sides of my hair, leaving hair, towards the part out and hair on the other side of my head out, and just crochet some braids in the middle. Crochet some hair in the middle, on the middle braid, sorry. And I realized I had already started wrong and I wasn't going to be able to do it. So I'm definitely going to try this and see how it turns out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be dope because she has dope tutorials, and I've just noticed that crocheting even my hair now with the box braids, it's just a lot easier to grip my hair. And that's what happened with that. So I sped this video up so I don't have to bore you with so much of the long, detailed process of it. But I parted my hair into about 8 rectangle parts on each side. And I used the rubber bands. I used my favorite gel, Shine and Jam conditioning gel, but I also used Magic Fingers, which is by the same company. The gel just helps keep your part neat. It stops my hair going into a part that I don't want it to go into. It's best things ever. Best gel ever. Some of the other gels have left white residue on my hair, and we don't want that. And also, when I want to slay some of my little baby hairs that I got going on left up top there, I'll switch between this gel, and there is an edge control gel that I use periodically. Like if I'm doing my braid, when I did my DIY goddess braid, I used edge control, this tinted color edge control, and Shine and Gel conditioning jam. I usually use 2 mirrors because it assists me to get the best or the neatest part possible. This time I did my hair in my bedroom. Most of the time I also do my hair in the living room. And it works that I use my Galaxy 9 phone, and it's still going strong. And I just upload this to Adobe Premiere and I work it out. The hair that I use is Janet Collection EZ TEX pre-stretched hair. It's antibacterial and There's some other goodies that are on the package that I can't think of. I used colors black and brown, which I think is a number 4. I love the hair because it's soft and it's not too like rough, you know. So now I'm going to show you how I braided my hair. And as you see, I switched up the method of how I braided my hair from one side of my head to the next side of my head. And I only do this when I'm braiding my hair. When I'm doing clients' hair, I'm consistent. I take the opportunity with my hair to kind of try new things. And because this hairstyle was the Bantu knots, or was really going to be up, you weren't going to see the roots or the base of my hair. So, you know, I was a little bit more free on what I decided to do. Usually when I come across knots, as you see, I just cut them out. I don't have time to try to save that if I have enough hair on deck. If I don't have enough hair on deck, then I definitely try to save it, you know. But at the time, my husband bought a lot of packs of hair. I'm so excited about how far I've come and what I've been able to do with my 4B, 4C, TWA short hair. And my goal is to see how much I can do. My husband was like, you know what, just let your hair grow out. And I'm like, because I also like to wear my hair low, shaved. I wouldn't say not completely bald, but shaved completely off. And I did that in a little bit before 2016, I believe. And don't worry about that. I'm going to share that with you. And definitely check out my other videos. Check out my goddess braid video I did for my birthday, DIY. Check out my art videos where I painted my radio man, as I call him, which was inspired by Art for Wellness Wednesday. Check out my TikTok videos. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to all my subscribers. I am a new channel, so I think I have like 59 subscribers. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. Let's get back to the braiding. And so I want to say that these braids were medium-sized braids. My first method is just to separate the synthetic hair into 3. And then when I begin to braid, one of those strands will be a part of my hair strand. And then I'll just braid all the way down. So these braids were rather long. Definitely 18, maybe 18 inches, possibly. I'm not necessarily good at math. My main goal was to hide the hair in the braid. And so there are moments where it's easier and there are no issues. And there are moments where I come across some issues and frustrations. And I started doing my hair, one, because I always didn't have the money to pay the beauticians to do box braids. And you know, it would have to have been a consistent thing. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try it. It also gave me an opportunity to be with myself. And I actually like to try something new. I'm a thrifter and I like to see what God-given gift God has allowed me to achieve. And this being able to braid has definitely come in handy. I am married now and I have stepchildren, and you know, they have hairstyles that they want, and we try to balance. If we have the funds to take them that day to get their hair done, we're with it. But I usually try to be the person that braids it in between time, unless there's a hairstyle that I don't know how to do. So I was able to do the knotless box braids More on both of their heads. And yo, check that photo out. It took some time. I did it over a few days because they spent the night at the house. So I went to sleep, woke up, did some hours, ate some dinner, ate some breakfast, ate some lunch, came back, braided some more, and eventually all finished. And they enjoyed it. They loved it. That's super important, right? because I don't want to braid somebody's hair and they don't like it, not after spending all that time. So usually I'll do a few braids. Them tell me what they think, go look in the mirror, and if they're cool with it, we proceed. If not, then I'll make the changes that are necessary. Here are some of the photos of the different styles that I've been able to do on children's hair and adults' hair, and it only gets better from here. I never want to braid someone's hair and they don't like it. I'm very upfront about what I can do and what I can't do as I'm learning in this process. It's easier for me to try these new hairstyles on me and see what they look like before doing it on a client's hair. But I usually, research my videos, my tutorials on how to achieve the style that I want. I'm not at the point where you show me the picture and you'll get exactly that style. And that's super important to let the client know. I don't mind being the in-between braid until you choose it's time to go to the salon to get it done. If you mention a style to me, I can work on that style in between time, and so that I can be the filler in during those times, right? But I must say that God has blessed me and with the ability to learn by watching videos. I don't necessarily have to be in a physical space with the person that is teaching whatever it is I need to learn. But it's not bad at all, to have those moments where you can be in that same physical space and have that hands-on training. But I'm finding that, I learn in dual situations and that it's only getting better. And I'm so blessed because out of me learning how to do different hairstyles birthed this YouTube channel where I'm like doing my hair. And I love thus far what I've been able to achieve. I'm feeling it. I'm loving the Bantu knots. I'm just enjoying it. And you always want a happy face when you get to the point where you're like, all right, this is good. This is good. You have to be happy with the hairstyle yourself first. That's most important. Everybody else may not like it, and it's fine. But I must be happy with what I have done. And if I don't like it, then I'll just do it over. And that's okay too. It's worth doing the process to figure out what you don't like just as well when you figure out what you do like. So as you see, I was getting closer to the front of my head with the Bantu knots, and it was literally like they were so big that I was running out of kind of space to fit the Bantu knot in my hair in the shape that I wanted it to. So I put two braids together, made the Bantu knot, and kind of formed it with my hand and some bobby pins, hairpins, to make sure it stayed in place and they have as much as similar shapes as possible. That was important to me. So now I am going to be finishing the other side of my head. And you'll see that I shifted between the 3-strand method, I would say, of adding the synthetic hair to my natural hair. On this side, I went more with the crochet method, which seems to work best for me, but I really want to get better at gripping my natural hair without the crochet method and rubber band method, because some clients may not want the rubber bands in their hair. So, it just forces me to keep working on my abilities and to get my skill level up. And so that's what you'll notice on this side. I'm talking to my husband right now. I don't even know what we were talking about. But also sometimes you just need to take a break. And I take those moments when I can get them. And sometimes I've had to do the braid over. Now, I don't know how to do under braids like that, but I was trying to see if that would assist me in gripping the hair better. But it didn't work out for me. So if at first you do not succeed, continue and try again. And that is exactly what I did. Now you'll notice that some of the time my hair sticks out. I just use the needle, the crochet needle, and run it through my braid. We must take a break so that I can share this painting and this dope queen, Shaniqua Charles, with you. If you don't know, part of my journey is to love the God-given hair that I was born with, right? I didn't always love it. I always wanted something else. I always wanted something that I could purchase because I loved that and what that could do for me more than what I already had. So I'm learning to love my kinkiness, my coily hair, my shrinkage, the fact that my hair does not or is not naturally straight, right? It is not naturally wet and wavy. That's just not what it is. And I create these paintings because I want brown and black girls to love their God-given hair as well, right? Put your beads in it, put your jewels in it, adorn your crown. And in my pieces, I've noticed I really gravitate to hair, afros, braids, and I'm excited to be able to do this. Let me tell you how I met this queen. A mammogram. I was going to get a mammogram through Linda. The connection was Linda, Shawana Vaughn, SilentCry. Got checked, artist up. It was like, and some of these other beautiful queens. Let's go. Shout out to Brian Benjamin who came to support these women, us as we are willing to be proactive and find out the best things that we can do for our body by knowing. Mammograms are not comfortable for me. I don't think they're comfortable for anyone, but they hurt and I cry. But it's good because it can detect things like early cancer or any other abnormalities that you may have in your breast tissue for men as well. The one experience that made this great is that they picked us up. We were able to ride down there, laugh and joke, and not have to focus on the results that we haven't even gotten yet. And that made the experience so much different. The staff was nice. They were friendly. I had my paintings with me that day, so I wanted to share it with the queens and the king that day, and they fell in love with them. I was able to sell a piece to Shaniqua Charles and sell a piece to a beautiful queen that worked there. And it was amazing. I really want to share that. And then this is me in my robe, laughing and taking my mind off the pain to come. You know, I used to say that you're better off not knowing, but you need to know so that you can have God make moves for you in your life. But you know what? I digress. Let's get back to the video. I am now going to start braiding on the other side of my hair. And this time I decided to use the crochet method. On the other side, I did not. Because I still was having a little bit of issues with my hair sticking out of the braid. So one of the ways to fix that is to add more hair to my braid so that I can hide it better. Tuck it better, or separate my hair into 3 strands as much as possible, and that it can hide better in the other 3 strands of synthetic hair. I still ran into some difficulties with hiding my hair, but it's okay. Most of the time, if I can't hide my hair, I'll just take the crochet needle, get my hair and loop my hair back and forth through the braid till you can no longer see it. Sometimes I have the time to do the braid over and sometimes I don't, right? Because the hairstyle that I came up with originally was going to be up anyway, you weren't going to see the base of my braids. So it honestly didn't matter. And so that's why I still fixed it. But if I didn't, it would have been fine with me. Braiding your own hair is very tedious, and your arms hurt and your neck hurts, right? Because you're trying to braid your hair in a certain pattern or design. And so you have to try to get your hands to do that thing and your neck to be in the best position to get that done. And so I definitely take a lot of breaks in between time, stretch my neck, rotate, stretch my hands, to get the tension out of my neck, because that's super important. Get up or walk around. That's why I like having the ability to just do my hair at home, because I don't have to worry about time. I can take all day if that's what the style requires. Don't forget to check out my other YouTube videos. Check out my goddess braid DIY I did for my birthday. Check out my art videos. My most recent one was I was conversing while I was painting. Or you can even check out our TikTok videos, me and my hubby, or me by myself. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget, shout out to all my subscribers that I already have thus far. I'm so blessed that you have decided to come on this artistic journey with me, as I do a little bit of everything, and I like to share a little bit of everything. So there are moments where I'm just focusing on hair, I'm just focusing on my art, I'm just focusing on singing, I'm focusing on different things, and sometimes they commingle, they coexist. But I digress. Leave some braids up, leave some braids down. This is a good way, whether your hair's grown out, or whether you have, if you have new braids, maybe not, because it may hurt. Your braids take time to release the tension or the tightness. And I love my bun to the side. Next time I'm going to try to use my jewels, and I want to really work with different ways to style my bun. I love my Minnie Mouse ears. That's what I call them. Minnie Mouse ears. It's cute. It's fun. It makes me smile. How many other people wear their hair this way? Let me know. Let me know. A bun in the front and some hair down. Definitely just another way to make your braids work. And I love this particular style. So I just did 3 buns like in the center of my head. And I love it. It gives me this elegant yet laid back style. And I enjoy it a lot. Side profile. Ew. And a cornrow. You could just never go wrong with a cornrow. Well, thank you. Definitely let me know what you think of my collage. Would you try these?